Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Raw Ring Report. As you see right here, Cody Rhodes, as I predicted, won the men's Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes kicked off the red brand with a statement on who he attends to get his hands on. We kind of know and we kind of figure who his match is going to be and stuff. We're going to figure out that coming up. Also, too, Rhea Ripley, also the women's Royal Rumble winner, she declared which champion she will meet at WrestleMania. And Rhea Ripley didn't waste no time whatsoever. And I wish she would have thought that plan through, but she already made her choice. Also, too, Elimination Chamber is coming your way next month in February. Seth Rollins to take on Chad Gable in a qualifying match to meet the United States champion, be one of those participants. Also, too, Johnny Gargano takes on Baron Corbin. So it's going to be a busy Raw as we get the pro wrestling show started right now. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. Thank you all once again. I'm your host as always, Kendrick here. Coming out from an amazing Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble. Like I said, this is the Royal Rumble somewhat recap show. Fallout from Royal Rumble. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We got a lot to get to. We looked at the Royal Rumble site, which was nice and stuff. Getting ready for the road to WrestleMania. Royal Rumble was the kickstart for WrestleMania. And Royal Rumble had a lot of surprises. I tell you that right now. Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, the list goes on and on. That was the biggest shocker of the night. Um, we want to show you we can get a photo of it. Everyone knew was expected of it, and we're gonna show you right here. Sami Zayn did the unthinkable. We never had imagined on what he had done and what he did. We know that him and Roman were cool. They was having problems, but the end and conclusion of that championship match, Roman was trying to take liberties off on Kevin Owens, and Roman was trying to get Sammy to do so. Sammy had told Roman that he was beneath him, that he's the Universal Champion. He should be beyond this, but Roman didn't phase back. Roman tried to give Sammy the chair to do it for him, do his bidding. And a lot of people were talking about this. A lot of people were even stunned what had happened when Sami Zayn pulled the trigger and hit Roman with the chair and gave a big pop. The whole crowd exploded. I don't know why. And they exploded. Sami Zayn getting attacked and decimated by Roman Reigns, leaving Jey Uso to ponder what he needs to do. The whole bloodline turned against Sammy. Even Jimmy turned against Sammy. I was shocked at that. Jimmy used to laugh at Sammy's jokes, pummel at Sammy, and super kick Sammy for the hell of it. But Roman took the shot right there that many people are shouting around the world that Sammy did not like Roman doing that to his friend Kevin Owens. And now Sami Zayn is no more a part of the bloodline. That's what I think was the biggest angle out of the Royal Rumble. Sami Zayn left for dead at Royal Rumble for making that choice. And he made the choice that the Alamo Dome, leaving the Alamo Dome with his friend Kevin Owens. They both left as they was going and stuff. I'll say that right now. Um, from but everybody see that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens both The shell of themselves. SmackDown, and we'll give you continuing coverage on the SmackDown Ring Report when we do. But you can tell right here, Roman Reigns laid out both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens out. Ripped the T-shirt away, crucifix, like the crucifix. But even Roman doing something. He's joined TikTok now. Roman Reigns joined TikTok. God, Roman joined TikTok. Roman said, "I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with y'all." And you can tell and he's gonna learn his lesson going forward. I mean, you can't put your faith against amongst a lot of people, and I think Roman Reigns kind of figuring that out right now. Like, you know what? I put all my trust and faith in Sami Zayn, and what did it get me? Nowhere. It didn't get me nowhere. I think Roman Reigns, um, playing the cost. But I'm gonna try to follow him on TikTok and see what's going on and see. But the bigger story is this: Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble this past Saturday night, and Cody did so by eliminating the man who started the Royal Rumble match, Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion. Cody and Gunther took it toe to toe in a good match from Gunther. Gunther, yeah, lasted almost an hour in the Royal Rumble, almost an hour and 10 minutes. Gunther, with his endurance and his strength, showed that endurance. And Gunther should be applauded, and he should be the MVP of the Royal Rumble, no matter what. But Cody Rhodes, he should have been entering number one, number two, one of them. But Gunther, it did impress me and impress a lot of folks by doing what he did at the Royal Rumble, by going number one and going the distance, and almost winning the damn thing. But Cody Rhodes won it. Cody entered the Royal Rumble at number 30, and Cody did so. I don't know. This is going to be a detriment to Cody down the road, what he did. But Cody Rhodes, the winner of the Royal Rumble, um, he was trying to do that AEW Cody Rhodes. You can tell. Well, Cody sent a message to the champion Roman Reigns that he's coming at WrestleMania for his title, and Cody Rhodes saying that he's coming from Roman for big time and stuff. So when WrestleMania goes Hollywood, we'll see. But this is the main event right now, thus far at WrestleMania: Cody versus Roman Reigns. Oh, I'm kind of torn between the two. Kind of like Roman to retain and keep that streak going, but I also like Cody's underdog spirit. So it's going to be a match. It's going to be a fight, and we're going to love to see it at WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes loves getting into a fight, and he'll get his opportunity at WrestleMania. But this real interesting too. What is Ricky Starks doing with Cody? Is Ricky Starks going to defect too when his contract come up in AEW? Who knows? But we had to wait and see and find out. But Cody getting that opportunity to take on Roman for the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania. And Cody do it and recapture an American dream that his dad didn't get, and that he got the opportunity now to relive that dream So we'll have to wait and see and find out. But even Cody was going to be in action. Cody would take on former Universal Champion Finn Balor. As the Finn claims Cody tried to join the Bullet Club and trying to take, which he got a point. Took his friends too. But Finn Balor and the Judgment Day got their hands full as Edge and Beth Phoenix want to get their hands on the Judgment Day. But we'll have to wait and see and find out later on in the show. Well, we also got a rare appearance from the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley now, she declared who she's gonna fight. Rhea Ripley came out there. We thought she was gonna talk about Bianca, but she made her choice perfectly clear. At WrestleMania 3 years ago in 2020, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte won the Royal Rumble and challenged Rhea Ripley to a match. Rhea Ripley lost her championship at WrestleMania to Charlotte. So this is a redemption for Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley wants her redemption one way or another. And the only way to get so, she wants to go against Charlotte Flair. So she will go against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. The match is already set for the two world championship matches. We got more world championship matches to come, but we'll see that down the road. So in 61 days, we'll see Cody defend, wrestle Roman Reigns for the Universal Champ, the Undisputed Championship, and Rhea Ripley taking on Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. All right, is Fox ready for Rhea Ripley? I don't know, but we're gonna soon find out. Also, too, we told you that the United States Championship will be defended inside the Elimination Chamber. Austin Theory is the champion. Well, Seth Rollins took on Chad Gable in a match. Seth Rollins won his match, and he qualifies to the Elimination Chamber to meet, to go on to be added into the chamber for vying for the United States Championship. So Seth Rollins will be vying for the championship. Seth Rollins did a pretty good match against Chad Gable. As you see right here, this is the list. This is the added people already. United States champion Austin Theory defends his gold against Seth Rollins and four other men. We'll just have to wait and see and find out as we continue on going on the Raw Ring Report. Also, too, speaking of returns, Rick Boogs returned to Raw. Rick Boogs returned to Raw. The man that used to say, he should have been on SmackDown, to be honest. He should have returned on SmackDown, be Nakamura's hype man again. But Rick Boogs back. Rick Boogs was in an impromptu match against The Miz. Rick Boogs won his match over The Miz. Rick Boogs is back, living where he left off. And Rick Boogs looking to make an impact on Raw. See right here, we did that impressive what you call it, Ultimate Warrior breast slam on The Miz. Miz was already in a suit, but The Miz was not ready for Rick Boogs, and Rick Boogs took it to The Miz and took it to The Miz as he normally did in that match tonight. Also, too, Bayley and Becky Lynch will have another face to face. These two women last week were supposed to schedule me in that steel cage match. That didn't happen after Becky Damage Control attacked Becky. Becky wants her steel cage match. Bayley continued to say no, but Bayley set the foundations and stuff. So Bayley but Becky set the foundations. So Becky got what she want. After Dakota Kai was almost gonna get decapitated with her leg off, Becky got her match. Bayley gave in and gave Becky her match. So Bayley and Becky will meet one on one inside of a steel cage. The ring, I guess, in the match that was scheduled to happen that didn't happen will happen next week. Becky Lynch taking on Bayley next week on Raw. Also, too, Adam Pearce been late. He has been trying to he's been like the Jack Tunney of this era. He's been busy like a bee. Well, Chelsea Green has returned, and Chelsea Green playing her Karen role. I know a couple of Karens, if you ask me. Got that personality like Chelsea Green. Really demanding and over the top and hyper aggressive and all that stuff. You know how that be. So um, look for Chelsea Green to get her demands and see what she's going to all about. Also, too, Candice LeRae was in action. She took on tag team champion Io Sky. Io Sky won her match over Candice LeRae at the what happened with Candice and stuff. But hey, this is what it is. Also, too, the Street Profits, Rick Boogs, all of them back together. Elias. It was like an impromptu segment, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Bianca Belair was scheduled to make an appearance on Raw. She didn't. Don't know what's going on, but I guess they had to cut the time out. Bianca, you know how that be. Also, too, Bronson Reed advanced. Bronson Reed took on Dolph Ziggler. Bronson Reed into the Elimination Chamber match. He will be added, as well as Johnny Gargano will be added to the chamber. He defeated Baron Corbin tonight. Johnny Gargano got his hands on Baron Corbin. This is what I'm talking about. Push stars like that to create new stars. Like you got your stars. This man who you try to get rid of in NXT and stuff that didn't really have nothing that he's pushing them and stuff. Push them being secondary title contenders like a John Guerrero off theory. Seth Rollins need to be up there in the world championship contention. Once Cody gets the belt, he needs to be in world championship contention, and everybody else should be in the secondary title contention for the U.S. title, and then they start building as they go. So I can see that. Also, too, Asuka debuting her character that she did at the Royal Rumble. Asuka debuts up the dark Asuka character, so Asuka coming back stronger than ever. So, and also too, a returning Carmella. The road to WrestleMania is getting crowded and crowdier, and that's why I like it. Road to WrestleMania, Carmella back into the fray again. That's what I'm talking about. And two, Maximum Male Models now on Raw. They had their eye on Otis. I don't know what they're gonna do with Otis, but it's gonna be real weird and eerie. But hey, it is what it is. But hey, we'll see going forward. Also, too, Batista, the Ama Batista, who likely could be head to the WWE Hall of Fame, promoting his new movie, M.L. Shanon's Knock at the Cabin, where Batista plays some character that you never knew existed, but he's going to be there. Look for Batista being inducted into the Hall of Fame sooner rather than later, probably around this year's Hall of Fame, where it's centered around Hollywood. And then too, Batista also has a connection to WrestleMania Hollywood. Remember, almost 17 years ago, Batista won his first world championship at WrestleMania when he defeated Triple H to become world champion. Who met forget that infamous segment when Batista was choosing between Raw and SmackDown, and Batista knew. So hey, it's a win-win for Batista getting his ring. Plus two, Austin Theory, who got a lot of challenges wait for him in Elimination Chamber. Well, Lashley came out there. Theory was a host on was the guest on the MVP Lounge until Theory and MVP was talking jabs. Theory didn't like what MVP was saying, and MVP saying that hey, he can beat you. Well, Austin Theory inadvertently put MVP in front of him, but lasted the spear. So I guess Theory knows the game, but he has a lot on his plate. He better be lucky that Lashley might not be in the chamber match, but we'll have to wait and see how many people are in this chamber. It's two chamber, but I see Lashley be going for world title status. So hey, so we'll see. Well, like we told you, this is the lineup for next week's Raw. Elimination Chamber match. Montez Ford, the Street Profits will get that opportunity to qualify. Montez takes on Elias for next week. Angelo takes on Damian Priest. So that's going to be a good one. Even the returning Carmella, Piper Niven, and Candice LeRae mix in also in the women's qualifying match to see who they're going to advance to meet the number one contendership to meet Bianca. for the women's championship. So hey, I told you that. Well, the main event was this: Cody taking on Finn Balor in a match, first time ever. Cody and Finn Balor meet up, and what a match it was. Cody setting the stage. I said that about Cody Rhodes. The championship away, and sorry about that. We had a little technical issues. We was trying to get feedback, but we're back on. So thank you for watching. Right now, like we said, Cody Rhodes having this opportunity like time to win the championship and stuff. The championship that eluded him, that eluded his dad, the American dream. That's the road. I'll tell you about Cody. Cody has that fighting spirit and that fighting attitude. Work for it. Cody did so win the Royal Rumble, but I wish he would start number 1 so he can really prove himself. But probably he said himself, doctor's orders, he had to wait and stuff. So this is a moment for Cody and stuff to see. But Cody won his match over Finn Balor with the help of the Edge and Beth Phoenix, who played a role, Edge and Beth Phoenix, making sure that the Judgment Day ain't gonna have hell to pay coming towards Elimination Chamber. And I can see the Judgment Day taking on the Copelands down the road at Hell at Elimination Chamber, and Cody getting that shot. I'm surprised nobody ain't challenged Cody the first #1 contendership. What? I wouldn't be surprised who. Probably Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins, that's what they should have done, but they didn't do so. I wish they would have done that. Seth Rollins come back saying, "Why are you back?" and stuff. They didn't do that. Or you can have Gunter come to Raw and say he wants that. No, he feels like he deserves to be #1 contender. What they should do to have a roadblock, but you never know. All right, we told you this is official right here at WrestleMania. Cody takes on Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, the Undisputed Championship. Charlotte Flair defends her championship, the SmackDown title against Rhea Ripley. The 2 Royal Rumble winners already staking their claims, so it was an impressive Royal Rumble. As well as this was last Saturday's Royal Rumble, was the most viewed Royal Rumble in history, beating last year's record by 52%. This Peacock making records and stand still, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Told you too, Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion. 4 contenders. The last 4 women who were in the Royal Rumble automatically get advances into the Elimination Chamber, but there'll be 2 other women that will meet them. So who one of them women will be, one time will tell. We have to wait and see and find out next week on Raw. One of them matches will be fatal four-way between Candice LeRae, Mick Shin, and Carmella and Piper Niven. So we'll have to see on that. And we told you the men's elimination chamber. They're gonna be one men's, one women's. The men's elimination chamber. Austin Theory defends his championship against Seth Rollins, Johnny Guerrero, Bronson Reed, and more people. Will the Street Profits earn themselves into the elimination chamber, or was one of them, or both? Or could we see Damian Priest and Elias get themselves into either? We just have to wait and see and find out. The road to WrestleMania continues. More continues in 61 days. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, we're going to leave you with the Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes getting his hand raised in token of victory tonight on his road to WrestleMania to go for the gold. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the NXT Ring Report. See you later.